The year was 1966. The Beatles had released 6 studio albums. They were the most popular band in the world. The band had just come off a 3-month hiatus from professional commitments, and for the first time in their career, they entered the studio to create an entire album, with no outside commitments such as touring. In April, they would enter EMI Studio in London and try and build upon the artistic and technological advances they made the year previously, with the release of Rubber Soul. Rubber Soul had changed the landscape of the recording industry. It can be seen as the point where bands no longer went into the studio attempting to record hit singles, but instead constructed cohesive albums. Bands such as Jefferson Airplane, Love, and The Who said it changed their perspective of what an album could be. Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys is famously quoted saying his early concept album, Pet Sounds, was a direct response to Rubber Soul. In the studio, the band would use techniques such as closed micings of amplifiers and double tracking to create a much fuller sound. They would experiment further with pitch control and use reverse tape loops that can be most notably seen on the album's final track, Tomorrow Never Knows. But what Revolver really did was take the sound engineers and technicians in the recording studio and make them as important as any member in the band, playing with levels, placements, and gear, creatively using the 4-track recording units they had. The engineer, Jeff Emmerich, recalls that the band would listen to takes and say, "That's perfect. Now let's speed it up or play it backwards, just to see what it sounds like." Artistically, Revolver is seen by many as the turning point in the Beatles' catalog. Moving forward, the band would retire as a touring act and deeply immerse themselves in creating concept albums like the White Album and Sgt. Pepper's. They had spent time immersed in the growing counterculture of the 1960s. From the album cover to the tones and lyrics, the overall feeling captured the growing influence that psychedelics, in particular LSD, were having on the fabric of society. What made Revolver special was that it contained sounds that no one else in the world had ever created. And now everyone in the world heard this great experiment, this grand artistic leap forward, and they experienced it all at once, all together.